698 euros and 4 cents, 862 euros and 4 cents, 726 euros, 2,123 euros? It's not even close. What is the best way for a foreigner or expat or really anyone to file their taxes here in Germany? So in this video, we are going to dig into some of the popular ways to file your taxes here in Germany and compare them against one another and see which service gives us the best tax refund. Hey guys, I'm Josiah. On this channel, we are talking about life here in Germany. If that sort of thing is interesting or relevant to you, maybe you live in Germany, maybe you're thinking about moving here one day, hey, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if today's video is extra helpful and helps save you, one, some stress, but also some money, hey, it'd be great if you could leave a thumbs up and hit that like button as well. So let's jump into the video. How should you file your taxes here in Germany? There are so many ways you can get it done. There are so many services you can use. I went out and found 4 of the most popular services, and I went and filed my tax return with all of them to see who would give me the best results, as well to see what I like about these services, what I don't like about these services, so we can give a little bit of a comparison and see who is the best service and where should you file your tax return this year. With all 4 of these services, I used the exact same information and didn't change anything up, but somehow each service gave me a completely different quote. Some of them were close and some not at all. Something to be aware of if you've never filed your taxes here in Germany, these companies are only giving you an estimate as to the refund they think you will get. When you are finished submitting all of your information, you send it off to the German Finance Ministry, who then reviews it and assesses, is that refund estimate accurate? Maybe it's going to be a little bit less. Maybe if you're lucky, it's going to be a little bit more, but in the end of the day, you don't know your final tax refund until the German Finance Ministry assesses it and gives that information back to you. Let's take a look at these 4 tax filing services. My ranking system is very simple. In the end of the day, who's the winner? Well, it's the service that gives the best overall refund estimate. They're going to win, and that's the service that at least I'm going to choose to do my tax refund with. You are free to choose whichever service suits you. Hey, you can also go through and test these services out. You don't have to pay until you finally submit all of your information. So you can actually go and do the same thing that I did and see which one works better for you. They might be completely different and you might get different results, but these are the actual results that I got when submitting all of my information to these services. The 4 services we're going to look at are Wundertax, SteuerGo, Taxfix, and we're actually going to look at the results that I got from my actual tax advisor and compare the person against the machine. Coming in last place, it's the newcomer on the block. I hadn't filed a tax return with these guys until making this video. It's SteuerGo, and they gave me an estimated refund of 698 euros and 4 cents. Even though they gave the lowest estimated refund, there are some things I like about their service. And what I really like is how many languages they have available that you can use in order to file your tax returns through their service. They as well had the most descriptive and detailed questions, along with explanations to those questions, which were also very detailed. It really looks and feels like a tax filing service. So you're like, I am in tax filing mode. It's detailed. There's lots of explanations. Also, their website, it just feels and looks like a tax filing website. What I don't like about SteuerGo is it kind of looks and feels like a tax filing service. Their website is a little bit old school. And though there are very detailed explanations and questions, sometimes it gets a little bit too technical, too many big financial words, and it just kind of is a bit overwhelming. To file your tax return with SteuerGo, it's 34 euros and 95 cents. And somehow, even though this service asks the most technical questions, I was quoted with only a return of 698 euros, which is the lowest and worst of all of the services in which I tested out. Coming in 3rd place with an estimated return of 726 euros, 28 euros better than SteuerGo, it's Wundertax. But if you're filing with them in English, they become germantaxes.de and Wundertax is the German name. I don't know why they have two different names, two different brandings, super confusing. Somebody should look into that. But I just call them Wundertax, so it's the same thing, and they gave an estimated refund of 726 euros. What I like about Wundertax, when you're doing it on a computer, it feels really great, good design, good layout. I didn't so much like it on a phone, but generally I don't file my taxes with my phone. I prefer to do it on my computer anyway. And so using their platform on my computer is what I would do when going with them. Wundertax has a marketing slogan that you can file a tax return with their service in under 17 minutes. I for sure was a little bit skeptical, thought it was going to take quite a bit longer, but I actually set a timer and it took me only 16 minutes. For sure, I had all of my documents right in front of me, ready to go, but I got through everything in 16 minutes. Props to Wundertax. It is the fastest option, though we didn't get the best return. It's pretty quick to get through. What I didn't like about Wundertax is I feel like they could have done a better job with being a little bit more intuitive in their design and question asking. There were times when I felt a little bit confused and lost and didn't know what were the right things to put when it came to itemized deductions. I didn't know what to put where and how to answer the questions correctly. Wundertax cost the same as SteuerGo, 34.95 euros, and gave a final refund estimate of 726 euros. Coming in second place were the refund estimate of 862 euros and 4 cents is Taxfix. Taxfix is one of the simplest of the digital services to use. I never felt lost. I love their design. I love their layout. It's just so easy. It just guides you through the process. It kind of feels like you're on Duolingo, but you're filing your taxes. So it's just a good experience. As good as an experience filing your taxes can be. In general, I don't enjoy it, but hey, their design makes it much easier, makes it much more enjoyable as filing your taxes can be. What I don't like about Taxfix, though they have a great flow to the questions and it kind of guides you through the process, if you need to go back and find a specific question or to make a change, or if you answer incorrectly to something, you need to kind of go back and correct it. Sometimes it is difficult to navigate and find those specific questions that you're looking for. If you're just going through it on the fly, it's great, but backtracking is when it kind of suffers a little bit. The cost of Taxfix is going to be $59.99 for a couple and $39.99 for a single person. So a little bit more expensive, but they give an estimated tax refund of 862 euros and 4 cents. Coming in first place and giving me the best estimated tax refund is my tax advisor, the actual person who filed the taxes for me. So in the case of man versus machine here, sorry machine, man wins this one. It's not even close in this one. He blows all of the digital services away and he comes in first place. And that's how I'm gonna file my taxes in the coming year. Sure, there are some things that I don't like about using a tax advisor or tax office. For starters, you have to find a tax guy, and this can be a little problematic because you have to find someone you can trust. It also takes way more time. There's a lot more back and forth, scanning documents, emailing documents, sending documents in the mail, answering phone calls, having phone conversations, setting appointments, all of those things. It doesn't take 16 minutes like with some of these other services. It's gonna take a bit more time and have a bit more back and forth. An actual tax person is also going to cost way more. It varies from person to person, depends on how complicated of a tax situation you have. But in my case, I pay around 600 euros to have a tax advisor file for me. But really, it doesn't matter so much because he gets me a way better return. And that all kind of balances out in the end of the day. It doesn't matter if it costs more, I still get more money back, around 1,500 euros after the cost, almost double what the digital services get. The other big benefit of using an actual tax person is there's somebody you can call and ask questions to. They can work with you, and you always know you have that peace of mind knowing, okay, I'm doing it the right way. Things are clear. If you're confused, you can straighten it out, and there's never kind of unknowingness. And if there's ever problems, they are for sure going to help you out and help you make sure things are done correctly. The winner of this comparison is the actual tax guy. Whichever way you choose to get your taxes filed here in Germany, hopefully it's a a stress-free experience and you get a great refund. And this video helped you to do that. You can find links to all of these services down in the description below. You can check them out and see which one is the best fit for you. If today's video has been helpful, be sure to leave a like behind and of course to subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one.